2020 was such an eventful year. It started with the eruption of Taal volcano in January, followed by a series of events all around the world, and finally, the COVID-19 pandemic that has left the world shaken and at a loss. This year has placed us in a very peculiar and uncertain time. Whether this is temporary or not, we have to cope and survive. We can't give up because there is always hope. Even a small glimmer of light will shine in the darkest dark. Join me as we talk about how we can fight this and bounce back. Hi, I'm Lei Bautista, your host, and this is Inspired.
Hello and good evening to everyone. How's everyone doing tonight? We are at our second episode for the Inspired show that runs in the Bounce Back Network. And if you were with me last week, that was so momentous for me because we had none other than Yang Constantino. And we had a very, very good show. That was our pilot episode. And I think we had around 8,000 views and reached 40,000 people on Facebook as well. So thank you so much to all those that joined us. Maraming salamat rin sa mga youngsters last week dahil they kept our comment feed really very lively. And so again, I'm Lei Bautista and I'm the host of this somewhat just casual talk show on the Bounce Back Network. And our objective here is really to say hi to a few of the people that are my guests, and also we want to inspire people, because we know that it's really right now we're in peculiar times. There's no certainty yet, and we want to know what people are doing to keep themselves busy, and see how what are the different types of ideas so that we can fight back this pandemic, fight back depression, anxiety, and all this uncertainty that it's bringing us. All of us need encouragement, and of course everyone can never lack getting inspiration from each other. And tonight is my second episode, and I am again excited to chat with her. Of course, it's another female because mga babae love to talk. We actually need to talk to process things, no? So we're going to have an exciting talk again tonight. Before we do, though, I just wanted to also share with you the reason why we started this. So, a few years back, I penned an inspired sketchbook journal, which was out in National Bookstore and other stores. This one was published by Viviamo, the group behind Belle de Jour Planners, through the kindness and the generosity of Darlene uh, si Nilo, T Nilo, and it's still available. So if you want, just PM us uh, for information on how to get a copy. All right. So while we're waiting for people to join us, drop us a line, drop us a message in the comment section and let us know where you're joining us from. So I want to know if you're here in Manila or are you in somewhere around the world, no? So last week we had people from Indonesia and from all over the world join us. Alam naman natin that Yang is really well loved around the world. And so let us know where you're joining us from. And while we're waiting for you to get settled and join us, I am excited to um, introduce to you another of my colleagues in the music industry. And so last week we had Yang for around an hour. And tonight we have another very beautiful and multi-talented female artist, musician. And she has been actively sharing her talents and her music with us ever since the 90s, no? So my first encounter actually with her, I'm not sure if she knows this. This might be the first time that she'll hear that. I watched her in a now defunct disco. So for, of course, kung batang 90s kayo, you'll know this place, no, in Pasay Road. So yung Mars Disco, naalala niyo yan? So yung Mars Disco, aside from it being like a dance place, they also started having live bands, no? So like kami sa Prettier Than Pink, we did play there. And this is one of the first places where I saw this young lady, and of course she's a little younger than me. And while she was playing at her first public group or band, which was called the Hungry Young Poets. And I remember really enjoying their music because it was so fresh and it was so like alternative and avant-garde, especially from that era, no? Kasi that era was really the 90s, as we know, was about grunge music, heavy guitars, emotional um 'di ba, emotional rock music, like we had sila Eddie Vedder and things like that. So it was very refreshing to hear this band, Hungry Young Poets. And I that's the first time that I remember that I started also admiring her music. And I lost touch with what happened to her because I migrated to the US, but I was happy to hear when I came back, maybe around 2007, that she really made a mark in the music industry, like through her other band, Barbie's Cradle, as a solo artist as well. She is multi-awarded, multi-nominated, and also multi-album. And she has released so many songs. She's been inspiring also the music scene by conducting um, songwriting workshops. But I think for me, the most thing that I admire about her is also her shared like as me as well, no, her shared love for Jesus Christ and God, right? And you can also witness this through the inspiring music that she releases. And it's so nice to know that she's still very active in the music scene right now, honing and creating original Filipino music. She's now a mother of two and the wife as well. And she just, she's kept herself busy. And we'll talk more about what's been keeping her busy, like her music, her craft. And so, without further ado, I'd like everyone to join me in welcoming the one and only Barbie Almalbis Honasan.
Hey, Lay! What's up? What's
Hello!
up? Hello,
Hi!
everyone. Thanks for joining us on Bounce Back Network.
Yes. So, thanks so much for being with me, Barbie.
Tsaka Mars Disco pala, no? Naalala ko
Ano
yon,
yon?
syempre. Mars
Ay,
Disco
oo.
pala.
Oops, now you know.
Oh, I know.
Now you
But I
know.
haven't told you my first encounter of you.
Oh,
First
meron
time I
din.
encountered. Meron ako, mas maga, mas mga a few years prior, mga
Ah,
1994 is maybe. Because that was
oh,
97, right?
yes,
I
yes,
never told you,
97
right? Did I
yan.
tell you this?
Nope.
1994 maybe? I don't know. I was in the house. I know I had
Okay.
my I started like forming a band na during that time. I was fourth year high
Mm.
school. I had a band with my mom. My mom was our bass player in
What?
in our
That is
band.
so that is so
And then,
cute.
and then anyway, I was in the sala lang. Tapos she called me to her bedroom. She's like, Barbie, punta ka dito. Tinan mo to. She called me kasi merong something sa TV na gusto niya
Oh,
makita
okay.
ko. Tapos kayo yun, yung banda mo, yung Prettier Than Pink, like,
Oh my
all these
gosh.
girls with their guitars and the pink guitars, may mga paisley, so that was an inspiration to me and my mom. She's like, look at them, they're on TV, and ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. So they're
Oh
all
my
girls playing
gosh.
guitars. 94, right? Was that, because I was like fourth year
Yeah.
high school. Yeah, it was
Yeah,
94. You were,
malamang yes.
yeah,
That
I
is
saw you on
probably
TV 94.
yeah, Cool Ka Lang, no, came out and
Yeah, Prettier Than
that's
Pink, yeah.
yeah, that was probably the song. But wow, amazing. That's so cool.
That was my
That's so
first
great.
encounter of you.
That's awesome kasi who would have thunk like
What a song, yeah.
25 or no, 25, 'di ba? That's like more than 25 years ago na or
Oh, yeah.
just about 25 years. It feels so far away but
So
ano,
close.
so close pa rin eh. Like I still remember Barbie Mars Disco talaga. It's still vivid in my mind for some reason. It has stuck with me. So yeah, and then ayun na nga nag-migrate
Like my
ako. So and
Like
then
nag-meet pa yata tayo sa States, 'di ba? Like, did we meet each other there at one point?
mm,
Parang I saw you. Did I
nung
see
when
you
you
there?
played there,
Yeah,
pwede
when we played
siguro.
there with sila
I'm just
Bebo.
maybe, I'm just so bad, my memory is so
I'm
bad.
not sure, but I think that might have been the first time I really met you. I think in the States, like briefly, maybe. And then
Oo
nag-meet
nga.
tayo ulit pag-uwi mo na.
I
Parang
think
hello-hello lang. Parang we got
yeah,
introduced.
I think backstage siguro.
Baka
Parang
parang gano'n or
something
something
like
basta.
that. I think so.
Yeah.
And then remember one time we jammed in your house.
Yeah,
You
yeah, that's
remember
right.
that?
Yeah, with sila Asel.
Yes, oo. So, yun rin. So, yun yung mga close encounters natin. But, no, but I'm really also happy, proud as a fellow Filipino musician. And then we were also at, saan ba yun? You sang rin for Ajeng, di ba?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
Yun, yung sa,
Concert ni Ajeng,
yes,
oo.
yes, yes. That was her birthday concert.
That's Ajeng is our common friend, Adrian Bonaventura. Meron pala siyang, ano ngayon, ano tawag do'n? Meron siyang, wait, I forgot the term. Like vlog or no, not vlog, just
Ah,
a
podcast.
podcast. Yeah,
Yeah.
she has a
Did
podcast
you
on,
did she
yeah,
already invite
it's
you for
already, yeah, it's on Spotify now, I think, right? So it's
yeah,
called
so
Mamaland, so you can check
that's
it out. Our
right.
friend
Did
Ajeng.
you guest na rin there?
Yeah, I did.
Oh yeah. So ako rin nag-guest na. So we'll be in her in her roster. Yeah, but si Ajeng is also a fellow musician no from the
Oh, yeah,
90s and
definitely.
what
Singer-songwriter. Yeah.
singer-songwriter. And then
Mhm.
I met her naman because we both sing in Victory Fort. Sa
Oh, okay. That's
mm.
nice.
sa 9 and 11. Ayan,
Mm.
bati muna tayo. May mga nag-hello na. Si Kuya
Yeah.
Romy, hi! Ayan, good evening, Lei and Barbie. And
Hello.
then, I
Hello,
think there
Jay.
was,
Thank you for the greeting.
ayan, okay, meron tayo from Nueva Ecija, si Miss Anna. Ayan. I think kanina si Sherilyn Go, no, said, wow, idol daw. So, ayan, mga fave ko. Hi, Sherilyn,
Si
thanks.
April from Capas, Tarlac. Marites
Ayan,
Sambilio. Yan.
yan mga gusto kong batiin eh, mga malalayo from Manila eh. So, meron tayo from Cavite ata and Nueva Ecija.
Eugene.
So, ayan. O
Listening.
ito,
Hey, Jay.
si JV.
From school.
Woohoo! So, hi, Lei and Barbie. I was excited to meet you, Lei, and Prettier Than Pink when you guested in Flames. Wait a minute. And then Barbie, I finally met through Alden at Tiende during one event.
Yeah.
So you know
Cool.
JV. So yeah, I'm JV was the last photographer that I kind of worked with. So yeah, so they helped me for a feature sa Inquirer through Joseph Atilano, who I think is listening also now. Joseph, are you there? Ayan.
Hey,
So,
Dale. Dale. Hi,
yan.
Dale.
Hey, Dale. Ayan.
I know
Barbie and
Dale.
Lay. Big fan of you guys.
Thank
Maraming
you, Dale.
salamat. Yeah, and guys, keep those comments coming because it's also nice to hear you from you. And casual lang tayo dito. We're just kind of hanging out.
Yes,
So we just wanna invite you to just hang out with us here. We're just gonna talk about anything under the sun, just like um just two girls catching up, di ba?
may
Ayun.
mga
So,
tanong kayo, sabihin niyo lang, sagutin
oo.
namin. Kung ano
Ayan.
meron.
Ayan.
Okay.
O, ito pa, Anthony Caruana. You wanna read this, Barbs?
Let me see. Anthony, wow, Barbie from Hungry and Poets. I like their song Torpe. And that describes me a lot. Watching from Cebu City. Hello, Anthony.
Anthony, torpe
May
ka pala,
torpe
ha?
ka. Pero pag nasa keyboard, hindi na torpe. Kaya,
Ayan. All right. So, yeah. So, Barbs, what you been up to lately?
well, we've just been
Like,
really staying
kasi,
home.
I mean, yeah, we're kind of like in a different environment right now.
That's true.
So, how's life under COVID?
Nung umpisa, yung the first thing I did was I learned to bake. Nag-bake na. Kasi hindi ko alam eh kung 'di ba hindi natin alam ano mangyayari 'di ba kasi yun nga may 'di ba merong rumored na quarantine, may rumored na ganito parang it's like
Mm.
what where are we gonna get food? It was like all new to us. So
Mhm.
I guess what yung mga una ko mga instinct na parang I need to where will I find bread kung wala ng grocery? Akala ko nung una hindi ko alam eh kung magbubukas pa ba yung stores, hindi ko alam. But then thankfully like we live in a compound kasi so yung mga my brothers-in-law gano'n. Nandun sila sa yun nga they live next door. One of my brothers nag-start siya mag-bake so mamaya tinuruan niya kami. Tapos naging addiction na parang ayun. So
So,
yeah.
Barbie the baker.
Yeah.
What did you bake?
The first one was pandesal. Hindi pa rin siya
Naku,
perfect hanggang ngayon.
ang hirap ng pandesal,
Hirap nga eh.
Di ba
I would
something so simple as pandesal, which we eat
yeah.
like every day, we don't
Yeah.
even make it pansin. Ang hirap pala mag-bake ng pandesal.
Yeah, we've tried several. There's like this method called the tangzong method that parang you pre-cook the flour para so you can capture more water
Mm.
in the dough. So it makes it really, really soft. So I can make it na really soft. But the flavor, kasi we're not using lard kasi parang lard is hard to, I guess, buy right now kasi wala naman sa grocery. Pero I think yun talaga
Wala sa
ginagamit.
Shopee? Wala sa
Oh, I
Shopee.
haven't tried, pero yun kasi yung sa bakery yata. So we use, oil or we use butter, but yun nga, parang, yun nga, hindi pa siya na-perfect yung pandesal. But you know what's easy to make?
Oh.
Baguette. Baguette is like one of my favorite kinds of bread. It's so
Kasi yung
good.
baguette, matigas ang baguette.
No. It's
Hindi?
hard in the
Hindi
outside,
rin.
but it's very chewy in the inside. It's
talaga?
Oo, I love parang chewy siya, hindi siya matigas na parang crunchy it's crunchy outside but inside it's si Apple, I want to try the baguette. Sabi
Ayan,
ko kasi
tuloy.
mag-trade tayo, eh, sabi ko kay Apple, eh, kasi may ginagawa siyang lemon something spread, something like that. Let me know when you make your
Hmm,
spread and then let's trade.
puwede.
But yeah,
Hmm.
yun, so we got yeah, anyway, so it's my favorite kind of bread, and it's so easy to make. Parang I just got this recipe from YouTube na binigay din ng brother-in-law ko nga, and yun, I'm so happy with the
Cool.
baguette.
Yeah,
But yung
kasi
pandesal,
I
still
know,
work in
ano,
progress.
funny because you know who first made pandesal or sent me pandesal is actually my daughter kasi
Oh,
yeah,
is she
kasi
here?
she was here for the
Hmm,
pandemic, but then kasi ano she's American
it
citizen.
oo.
She made her way back na to the US, but
Hmm,
dito sila nag-lockdown sila ng son ko and they're with their lola in Alabang. So
hmm,
she one time she sent me some of the goods that she's baking. Aba,
yeah.
she successfully made malunggay pandesal pa. May kasama
Wow.
pa siyang malunggay. So me, I cook really and
Yeah.
sa akin parang
Wow,
cooking yan,
yes.
parang I love cooking. But I
Mhm,
really know that I'm not a baker because I remember like in high school rin, nag-bake ako ng banana bread.
mhm.
And I would regularly make banana bread and I was like, okay, this is cool. Kaya lang, my problem with baking is it's an exact science, di ba?
That's true,
Like,
yeah.
it's so hard to,
Which is easy for some people kasi they just have to follow the instructions. Wala
yes,
nang by feel, then you can get it right if you follow the recipe.
correct. But
Yeah.
like for me, na parang
Mas
I don't like
mas
rules. I want
spontaneous,
out of the box and always
oo.
experiment and creative.
Yes, yes.
Medyo na yung banana bread ko, sabi ko, try ko nga gumamit ng mangga instead ng banana. Hindi pala
Mango bread.
puwede yun.
Bakit maasim?
As in weird yung lasa na lumabas kasi I still kept all the ingredients
Sayang
of
baka ikaw sana
banana
nag-invent ng
bread.
mango bravo, mga gano'n.
I know, but it's just so I knew na parang,
Mango
oh my
cake.
God, uh, baking is not for me. And then ngayon yung yung I also tried buying flour, ganyan na
Hmm,
almond flour pa,
wow.
tapos mga sugar substitute, ganyan. O yun, yung first attempt ko ng pandesal, lumabas hard rock.
Talaga?
Yeah, so I think it's it has to do rin with the yeast. Like, 'di ba
Yeah,
parang may certain window ka lang for
yeah.
it to rise,
I think you just have
whatever.
to find the right recipe and then follow it, yeah, to a T, and then,
Yeah.
it's
So
just hard. I don't know, eh. Yung mga
I
masasarap na pandesal, ewan ko, parang secret yung mga recipe nila siguro, hindi ko alam.
so anyway, so aside from baking, what baking by Barbie, what have you been doing pa during lockdown?
Um, so baking, well, siyempre music stuff,
Mhm.
writing, recording. I've been used din to working from home na rin naman when it comes to recording kasi since I
Mhm.
had kids, it was, I'm not as flexible, as mobile as I
Mhm.
used to. So, gano'n din naman, parang yung the last 2 albums I would also work on them at home. Kaya
Mhm.
gano'n, so nandito ako nagre-record, and yung Victory Worship din, we got to finish an album. So, yun, just
That's
recording
great.
and
So
playing
hindi ka
guitar,
hindi ka
practical.
nag-gardening, yung
Gardening, hindi,
hindi
dream
ka
ko yun. Gusto
ha?
ko rin. Gusto ko
Okay.
rin, kaya lang wala, eh, hindi ko pa wala pa, but yun, actually yan, after the bread, it was vegetable. I was like in this mode na, "Wow, we can now make our own bread. Then maybe we can plant our own vegetables and we never have to buy food." Like why can't, you make a situation where you can, like, eat from your garden, you know?
No, that's true
That was
kasi
my dream.
we really never know, right? In fact, kami kasi we live in a condo, but you know what I did? As in seriously, I called my cousin who has a farm in Batangas, and I
Mm.
said, "Cousin, if anything happens here in the city, mag-reserve ka ng slot dyan sa farm mo for 5 of us, okay? Yung family ko. Magiging community tayo dyan, farming. Parang zombie apocalypse ba, di ba? So I actually reserved a slot for our family to be in his community, ganyan. So,
Grabe,
fun no?
kakagawa
Alright.
nila ng zombie apocalypse movies, nauso yun, in the last decade,
Yeah. And I
Para
mean, who knows? It just might happen in some
no.
form or fashion. I mean, we don't want
Parang
it
hindi
to
ka
happen.
masu-surprise, 'no? Parang hindi ka masu-surprise kung naging gano'n bigla, parang
Yeah.
naging
In fact,
man, they just made so many zombie movies, as in, like, so many,
yeah, do
like
you like
like
zombie
pandemic
movies?
movies and things like that. I mean, I've watched a few of them already, like
How about Walking Dead?
Contagion.
Have you been?
Um,
Have
no,
you
I
ever
I I
watched?
watched I watched the beginning. Hindi kasi ako mahilig na sa gory stuff, eh.
Oo nga, ako
I'm
rin.
the type of person who closes my eyes. So, 'pag nandiyan na yung mga zombie pumipikit ako, parang ayoko makita.
Hindi, tsaka may
So,
transference eh. Di ba? May transference yung pag nanonood ka, kaya ka nga nagkaka-nightmares.
napapaniginipan mo, 'no?
Tama,
Yeah.
yeah. So, yun. And then, how naman are you and the kids? Like, syempre,
Wow. Yeah. Well,
24 hours. And with
yeah. Well,
Martin,
yeah.
24 hours.
Martin's kind of like, it's kind of, kasi si Martin
24
medyo introvert, 'di ba? Ako
Yes.
kasi yung extrovert, ako yung lagi naghahanap ng kausap. Kaya enjoy ko yung ganito, yung meron akong kausap. Siya
Sabi ko
kasi
na eh.
parang yung adjustment niya parang okay lang, eh, kasi 'di ba he paints from home, he paints naman in his studio. Parang yung rhythm niya na ganito din naman dati yung rhythm talaga niya. He would
Hindi
paint in his
masyado
studio.
na-change.
For him, yeah, for him, like in terms of the rhythm of his work and going out. So, yeah.
I think that's
Um,
lahat tayong, it seems like, because I know this is like with Asel also, with
mm,
Yeng, like she also shared last week
mga
that,
tahimik mga husbands.
oo nga, kasi tayo yung mga out there.
Yeah,
Tayo
that's
yung
true.
mga extroverted, may mga career sa music. And for some
Yeah.
reason, kasi even, daw, Yeng din daw
Yeah,
is,
Yang's husband Yan is also kind of a shy, soft-spoken
oh,
guy din. Oo.
'di ba? Kasi even my
Mm.
husband,
Dan.
although he runs our company with me, he's our CEO, pero introvert rin siya. He's happy na creating in the house. He's also a
So
creative.
ano yung technique mo sa kanya para kanya kausapin at kausapin? Kunwari gusto mo "Kuwento ka naman, kuwento." Eh, siyempre siya naubos na yung ano niya, eh, allotted na kunwari 2,000 words per day, ubos na, eh. Parang gusto mo pa
Correct.
makipagkwentuhan.
Wala.
So
Alam mo,
anong ginagawa mo?
hindi, wala eh. Netflix eh. Netflix yung namin, uh,
Bonding. Kami rin, kami rin.
bonding
Ay,
namin is
si
Netflix. Like,
Apple nagsabi Kingdom daw, Kingdom, yung zombie
K-drama.
movie na Kingdom. Actually, pinanood ni Martin yun. I saw bits of it, but
Did he like
it
it?
would have been, no, he really loved it. I think I would really like it, except for the zombies. Like I said, parang
Exactly.
I don't like, I close my eyes, so, but then the
Same.
story, the cinematography, it looked really great, but I just didn't want to scare myself, so I didn't watch it. But
Yeah.
he kept paulit-ulit niya sinasabi, ang ganda daw ang inspiring daw ng character doon. He was such a good leader, ganyan, ganyan, ganyan. I should watch it now, but sorry,
Oh,
I cut you off there. I saw
no,
kasi
no, no,
her
no, no. No, that's
comment.
fine. Pero that's the same as me. Like that's what kept me from watching Kingdom is because it's gory and I
Yeah.
didn't want to put that in my head. So yeah. Yung mga kids naman, how are they
Kids,
coping?
well, now they're in school, so
How
yun
is
naman.
that? Parang may dyan may
Yeah, may
buntong
hugot, eh,
gitna.
'no? Man, man.
Yeah, madami
Well,
tayong teachers na
yeah,
nanood.
you know what? I think we're all having a different kind of appreciation for teachers. My sister-in-law nga just posted today, on her Instagram na parang she wants to live in a society or a country where the teachers are the highest paid.
Yeah.
Like that it would be like teachers would be like such an aspirational kind of job na lahat tayo, I wanna grow up to be a teacher. You know what I mean? Parang
Mhm.
because what they're doing is so important, is so vital, and
It
so
is
hard to
talaga.
do.
And yet
Yeah.
they're not so recognized, 'di ba? And then
Mm,
the pay is not rin
mm.
one of the top
Yeah. That's
in
definitely
those
something
jobs. Yeah.
advocate for, and
And
yeah.
you know
So
that
we're
in our country nga, ironically, right
Mm.
now that the starting pay in public schools is
Mm.
even higher than private.
Mm.
Did you know that?
Why is that? I didn't know that. Why is that?
I don't know. But that's
So baka
ano,
yung laws kailangan lang ayusin pa nila, gano'n?
hindi
Parang
siya hindi siya based sa law kasi private schools have the
so walang minimum. Sabagay basta ano, I get it,
they have
yeah.
the liberty naman to give
Oo nga,
sweldo as they choose, but for
oo.
some reason mas mataas ang starting yung average, average
Mm,
across the schools, mas mataas ang pay ng mga public school teachers.
yeah.
So,
Well, siyempre
meron
yung dream din natin sana is that all the schools, the public schools as well, like, like, yun nga na, the ano naman, parang hindi naman siya private versus public school, but yung quality na ano, I'm thankful din na tinataas yung ano, ng
yung
public
salary.
schools.
Yes, of
Yeah,
course.
definitely. Parang we want the education, the excellent education for everyone naman talaga. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
So how is the homeschooling coming
Yeah.
along?
Well,
Napilitan tayo lahat. Well, ako I'm ano na
woo!
parang I'm done kasi my kids are all grown. They're
Wow,
adults. Yeah.
tapos ka na.
Started ano young, so ended young then. So
Yeah.
the perks of ano. But yeah, so how has it been? Ayan, ano
Um,
to, Barbie, this is therapy time, like
yes,
we can
yes, yes. Ngayon ko
share.
na ilalabas, 'no, ngayon na.
Safe zone to.
Safe zone.
Safe
Yeah,
zone with all our listeners. Yeah.
yeah.
So how has it
It's,
been? Do you need the moment? Do you need the moment to catch your breath?
no, 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 ano naman, it's, been okay, like, 'di ba, one thing that I don't miss is the traffic, definitely, right? So I'm grateful that, we have the saved hours of, like, going to school, coming back from school, so the kids don't
Two
have
hours na
to,
yun. 2
yeah,
hours.
to wake up so early, mga gano'n. So, yun siguro yung time saved is a good thing. Um, pero siyempre, I think, bawat isa siguro sa mga kids, like, every child is different, right? And
Yes.
and some of them can listen to instruction very easily through the internet. May iba naman na
Distracted.
distracted kasi wala yung teacher sa harap. So, nung umpisa, like,
Mm.
yeah, hindi ko na sasabihin kung sinong ano sa mga anak ko yun. Nung umpisa nandun ako ginaganon ko, "Listen to your teacher,
Mm.
listen, di ka nakikinig," ganyan, gano'n. Eh nakakapagod din, parang tsaka ayoko din maging stressful, 'di ba? So,
Mm.
kaya ako, thankfully their teachers would send the days, like,
Material.
lesson,
Yeah.
yung keynote, yung PowerPoint, pinapadala rin naman, "This is what we did today." So,
Mm.
hinahayaan ko na lang sila, bahala sila kung magdo-drawing sila diyan o kung ano man gagawin nila. Tapos
Mhm.
pagka homework na lang, inuulit ko yung lesson.
Yeah,
'Pag
tama.
pag
Mm.
homework yung ano, yung keynote, nire-review ko na lang para at least kung hindi siya nakinig or sila. That's what I've been doing.
So parang binibigay naman yung link, may link and then
Yeah, no, the teachers make a keynote, so it's really excellent naman what they do, like yung lesson for the day.
mm.
Kasi yeah, so it's not just the teacher talking, but meron silang presentation, it's
Oh,
yun din,
great.
parang they have videos, they have, yeah, so that's what yun lang. Naging tutor na lang ako pagkatapos just to review them, to make sure na nakuha nila yung lesson.
Yeah. So
So
now
it's
and
challenging.
and imagine now this is you tutoring and teaching your own children. Can you
Hmm,
imagine? And that's only two, right?
yeah,
So imagine the teacher having to deal with 45 students daily
yeah,
and
I know,
not
yeah.
just their own advisory class. They teach pa other classes, so they could be
Yeah.
handling
They're doing
200.
that remotely, 'di ba? They're doing that. Ako kasi dito yung anak ko nandiyan sa tabi ko puwede kong kalabitin, 'di ba? Pero pero
Mm.
sila nga remotely. So 'pag nag-iingay yung class, they're like, "Kids, quiet." There's like, 40 kids, 30 kids,
That's so
talking at the same
hard.
time, and they can't, like, physically, like, tap them or, like, do anything. They're just, yeah,
Yeah.
it's, I can't
So
imagine.
to
So
all the
salute to
teachers
our
that are
teachers. We have a
yeah,
teacher
so
actually, listening right now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Ayan,
Wilson. Wilson, hello, Wilson. Thanks for listening.
yes. So to all the
Yeah.
teachers that are listening right now, we just want to salute you. You're also really our modern day heroes and ayan, sabi na nga ni Barbie, all the parents right now are more appreciative of all that you do. So
Mm.
just keep on doing like that kasi sila
Thank you
yung
so much.
first touch sa mga nation building natin, no,
Yeah.
for our the next generation. So
Yeah.
yeah, hats off to all the teachers that are out
Thank
there.
you. Thank you.
Yan. So how about ano naman? Um how has the pandemic affected you in terms of like our being musicians and having gigs ganyan?
Yeah, I think yung first thoughts ko nung nag-start yung pandemic din, siyempre inisip ko yung mga trabaho din, yung mga kasama natin, 'di ba, yung mga crew natin, yung mga roadies,
Mhm.
kasi meron tayong mga daily wage, earners din sa ano natin, sa 'di ba, sa teams natin, sa production,
Yep,
mga bars, mga waiters, mga gano'n.
yung mga
Ah,
PA natin and ano.
so yun yung mga you know, that was really like our first instinct, like kung, how we can help them. And thankful naman ako na nagkaroon ng mga initiatives and hanggang ngayon din, mga initiatives to help, yun nga,
Mm,
may mga fundraising, may ginawa rin kaming yun nga, mga
mga
fundraising efforts.
fundraisers and things
Eh,
like that.
pero siyempre, hanggang ngayon, ano pa rin, it's an ongoing struggle, it's an ongoing thing that we are still facing. And as musicians din, ano ba, siyempre marami iba nagbebenta ng, you're all, doing things with our time and trying to be creative, trying to be productive. Um, Other people naman have been writing music kasi nga, 'di ba gano'n naman, 'di ba, as a musician, hindi naman puro gig ka lang, parang there's really a season
Time.
din to plan, 'di ba, may
Mm,
time kumbaga magtatanim ka talaga, you gotta do the work and, um, yeah, make songs, record your songs, hone your craft. So, that's for me, like, that's what a musician can do right now if, 'di
mhm.
ba, where he is able.
Did you also what did you go through when the pandemic came through? No, was there like a moment na it was a little emotional or were you okay? And were
Um,
you hopeful
well,
pa rin?
ano ba,
Kasi like,
parang
let's say,
yes.
no, like ako,
Mm,
I also talked about it last week na I had 2 or 3 bad months. It
mm,
was because I'm an extrovert. I had plans.
yes.
We had projects in our company. May time na walang ring pumasok na income sa company namin and we just really had to bite the bullet and that was really super hard.
Mm.
Last week Yeng also was she was also sharing ganyan. How about for you naman? How was it? Like,
Um, well, yun nga, iba-iba yung
hopeful
ways
pa
natin
rin?
na
Oo,
mag-cope, 'di
oo.
ba? We cope in different ways, and for me, I was, parang in the first few weeks, I kept myself so busy. Parang I felt like I didn't wanna, kasi parang may momentum ako, nasanay ako sa momentum na,
Yeah.
parang alam mo yan, parang busy ka, may marami kang ginagawa. So, I was like, I didn't wanna to slow it down. So, nung
Hmm,
umpisa, I was like, still kept recording. Parang ayoko mangalawang sa guitar, so I kept practicing. But I realized later na parang coping mechanism din pala yun, yung 'pag naging
oh,
sobrang busy ka, kasi magka-crash ka
right.
rin, eh. So yeah, I was doing that at the start. But then it came to a point din na siyempre having no routine and having no schedules, kind of messed up with my sleep din. So may parang 2 weeks na hindi ko na nakita yung sun. So parang after nun, parang I was like, felt unmotivated na naman, yung gano'n, yung
Hmm.
grabe, there was like a stretch of a week or two where it was like hard to do anything. It's like, I wanna do at least one something today, but I can't.
But
Parang feeling
wala
ko
pa rin.
pagkatapos gabi na naman, "Uy, gabi na wala akong you know what I mean? Parang I wasn't, parang I felt so unmotivated.
Mhm.
And then
Did that give you feelings like that time na kasi ito ako, it
I
happens to me, eh, na when I feel down and then I don't do anything, before, pero I try to correct this rin in my mind, eh, yung parang the reason why I was like that also na parang, try to be busy
yeah,
because I had this notion that if I'm not busy, I'm not productive,
yeah,
therefore I'm not
yeah,
adding value to the world.
yeah, yeah.
I mean, do you relate to that also?
No, I
Yung
totally relate. I actually took this test. I know it might not be familiar with everyone, but there's this test called the Strengths Finder, and then
mhm,
yeah,
I have
there's
to go.
Yeah. There's a thing there. It's like positive psychology, right? It's like that we're all wired differently, and we're all driven by different things. And yung isa dun is achiever, and that was like my number. I don't know. It was one of my top five. And
Mm.
yung the way they define achiever in that sense was ganun nga. You always feel like you have to you want to accomplish something, even if it's like, I cleaned my room today, or I taught my
Yeah.
kids today, basta may check ka. And then what happens to achievers, yun nga, yung ganon, is yun nga, when you don't do anything that you think was productive, parang you felt like you wasted your days, and then it makes you sad, right? So
I'm
yeah, so
guilty.
I'm exactly like that. So that's why it's like I didn't do anything today. I'm sad. And then the next day I didn't do anything again. So I become more sad. So I feel like I had to. But then yun nga, I couldn't do anything because I was down. And then yun. So yun,
How's
part
it
yun ng
work?
sa
How
pagiging
did
achiever.
you pick yourself up from that?
Um honestly, ano ba? Well, there are a lot of things. Like, kunwari, started exercising. The first thing I did was like get sun. So I started to there's a in our compound kasi there's a small pool in the back. So yun. So I started swimming with my yun nga mga brothers and sisters, tsaka mga kids. We would swim in the morning to get sun.
Oh, how
Nag-skate
nice.
skateboard ako to get sun. And then
I saw that. Parang meron kang video na may skateboard.
skateboard. Yeah, no, I was just trying to get some sun and fix my sleep. And then at the same time, I would also like listen to mga motivational talks, like preachings from church, or pag nagla-live yung mga kaibigan ko sa Victory Worship, nanonood ako. Parang that's really, I get encouraged listening to other people, and just getting insights from them and hope. And then, pero I think ultimately, like, I mean, all those things help, but for me din yung nakatulong din is yung spending time with God talaga na, kasi parang for me, yun yung ano yun yung, parang yun yung foundation talaga. Parang ano, na that's what's been giving me hope. Every time I get to spend time with God, and parang aligning my, my thought life towards His Word, and it changes then my outlook in life and
Ang
helps
galing
me.
naman, Barbie. You're so encouraging talaga kasi, you know, that that was not my journey. You know me, it got so bad that I didn't
Mm,
feel like praying even to
mm,
that point na parang in fact, James, my husband,
mm.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
So,
What are you
I mean,
gonna
in those moments, we don't feel like praying. You can just like, like lie down and then just like, God, I don't feel like praying, and then cry,
exactly
and just
that's
surrender, because
that's
God
exactly
He
what
loves
I
us
did.
first, right? There, and I'm sure God met you in those moments. Like you're like,
Oh,
God, I'm
he
so
did.
tired.
Absolutely, he did,
Yeah.
and that's the reality of what I went through. Is, in fact, James was the one who was more. My husband was the one that was more prayerful. Like every day, he didn't miss devotions. Talagang he was crying out, especially during that time na ang sa business namin imagine mo walang pumasok ni kusing walang pumasok, and that was the time na ako talagang burnt na talaga. And when we would pray, yeah, and when
Mm.
we would pray, he would tell me na, Oli, you go and pray. His effort ba to help me? Di ba yung parang ano, but parang ako parang, why are you making me pray? I don't want to pray nga. May ganun akong, pinagdaanan na. And then I would say, I don't want to pray. Just pray. Yung ganon. Parang, why are you asking me? I'm
Mag-agree ka
going.
na lang. I agree. Yes, Lord.
Parang,
Amen.
just pray for us, please. But I saw the hand of God there because number one, my husband was the one who kind of took the
Mm,
reins. Now, usually, I'm the one. I'm the one who's so
mm.
active in church and singing, my Bible study, ganyan, ganyan, may
Yeah.
one-to-one. So, usually, I'm the one who's like that. Siya, work, meron lang siyang group, pero not as active as me. Pero this
Mm,
year talaga, grabe,
mm.
I really went through. So, I'm so encouraged by you na so guys, those that are listening in and you're still feeling down, and so Barbie just shared with us a few things that we could do right now. So, and remember, you're not alone. See, kahit kami, even Barbie with everything that she's doing, like still working on music. not spared eh. Meron pa ring days
Oh,
na
yeah.
even if she's quote-unquote according to
What?
Strengths Finder, she's the achiever.
Achiever.
Medyo ano rin 'no, talagang hindi talaga kinaya. It's really a bad time for all of us. But ayun, the things that I picked up from you was keep yourself busy, like look for things that could keep you busy. But ingat rin 'no, kasi we have to rest also, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Were you
Ay,
able to
ngayon in-embrace ko na.
yeah,
In-embrace ko na yung rest, yung rhythm na yun kasi nga dati sanay akong sobrang bilis. Pero now na-appreciate ko rin yung ano na lang, kunwari sa isang araw may isa kang gagawin. Okay na yun.
hindi na 20. Hindi
Hindi
na.
Oo, ano nga
So,
parang
so I guess
yeah,
this time
remove hurry from your life. Remove hurry.
correct, yun, that's great. It removed hurry
Except
from
kanina when I was hurrying to dry my hair.
tama, mga kaibigan, si Barbie basa pa yung buhok nung nag-log in. So,
Nag-log in.
sabi ko nga, ba't naligo ka pa? Di ka naman namin maaamoy eh. Yeah, so yun, no, keep yourself busy, but also remember to relax and give yourself a break. I think that's what I did, kaya Korean novela ako eh.
Oh.
That's what I
Kailan ka
did.
ano ng favorite mo?
Ang dami ko, I think I watched mga
Inubos mo na lahat?
25 to 30 Korean novelas. Can you believe that?
Wow.
In maybe 2-month, 3-month time.
Wow.
And yeah, and I have never watched a K-drama in my life.
Yeah.
Just because feeling
I know
ko,
some
like
people also na gano'n. May
yeah,
mga kilala mo na that's what's been keeping them like sane and
yeah. So
throughout
I
the
went,
and
I went through
entertained.
that. Correct, yan. So, and then at the same time, you also said that spending time with God, right? Spending
Yeah.
time. So guys, this is a perfect time also, no? It doesn't really matter where you are in your walk with God. If you're, very devout, you're religious, or you haven't connected with God in a long time, or yung iba kasi parang may tampo yan kay God, or, things like that. Guys, try it. Try God. Try lang. It doesn't even have to be like a formal prayer, 'di ba? Just mismong
Come as you are to
no,
God.
yung
Yeah.
sabi mo nga lang, yung sabi, and which I did, Barbie, I
Yeah.
said parang, Lord, hindi ko na to kaya. Like, or yung
Yeah.
minsan I would just say, Lord, when are you gonna show up? 'Di ba? When are you gonna
Yeah.
show up? Ganun lang. And sabihin mo lang na, Lord, I'm really just dry and out of it, right?
Yeah.
So,
Yung one of my favorite verses, yung sinasabi na and this is love, not that we love God, but that He loved us first. Right? Parang yun talaga siya yung nag-i-initiate ng love sa atin, hindi yung hahanapin mo sa sarili mo para i-love mo siya, pero lapit ka sa kanya kasi yun nga, He loves you and yeah, when he loves you, diba? He loves you first and that's how you can love him back when you receive that love from
when
him.
you
So,
realize that His love was so constant, it's
mm,
just there, and it's for
mm,
anyone who will take it and who will
yeah,
just receive it in their heart, di ba?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Whew.
Barbie. Whew. Malaman na. So to break our kwentuhan,
Okay.
do you want to share muna a song with us?
Okay. Sige. Let me, wala akong setlist kaya tingin kaya ako
Okay
ng
lang.
meron ba ditong magre-request? Pwede naman ako
Pwede. Sige.
sige,
O
antayin ko lang
guys, may mga request ba? And meron tayong mga, yan, may mga nagko-comment like, let's
Tsaka I
see.
just have my drink first. May salabat.
Sige, go ahead. Sarap, salabat. Ako rin eh. Meron akong turmeric. Ano ba?
Turmeric.
Turmeric tea.
Oh.
Yan. So sige, while Barbie is setting up and stuff, I just want to shout out, Albert. Hi, Albert Go. Hi, Barbie from college days. From
Hey.
more than 15 years ago, you still look the
Hey, Albert.
same.
Hey,
Oo
Albert.
nga eh. Yun nga rin yung gusto ko kay Barbie, talagang parang siya pa rin yung nakita ko sa Mars eh. Hindi na alam ng mga millennials ang Mars. Ayan. And then, ito, si Mar Bondok. Request, Just a Smile.
Alright,
Uh,
right. May
Madison, sige, magbabasa muna ako.
sige, basa ka lang.
Miss Lynn Barbie, watching from Navotas. Thank you, Madison. Eagle, my first live encounter with Barbie's Cradle, was during the Music from the Buffet Table album launch in Glorieta.
Oh, wow.
Wow, throwback to, year 2000. Oh, sabi ni Apple, cookies, madali lang. Ito, Apple, naging mananahi na po siya and swimmer.
Totoo yan.
Mananahi? Really?
Nagtatahi na rin po ako.
Anong tinatahi mo?
Kung ano, hindi.
Face mask, hindi.
Nag-aayos lang ako ng mga I just learned how to sew, to mend things.
Yan.
Like, I don't know, I need to create costumes.
Yung mga botones, yung mga
sila nagagawa ng Spider-Man na costume, ganon. So, pinagupit ko yung mga t-shirt niya, pinagdikit-dikit ko para yung kulay, blue and red.
Sana sinuot mo ngayon. Para na-showcase natin.
Para kay Ma'am, sa anak ko, hindi sa akin. Akala mo ako magsa-Spider-Man ko. Pwede.
Ay, nako. Ito, si Haniel, music teacher here. Yes, thank you. Hi, Haniel. Thank you for tuning in. Madison says the struggle is real. Madison, thank you so much for letting us know. But please don't give up, okay? Kaya that's why we have this show, is to encourage you to just keep going on. You know, if nahihirapan kayo, reach out kayo sa amin, just message us, and we'll share a word or two sa inyo para ma-encourage kayo. Ayan, tapos sabi ni Apple Kayuban, actually, ate, mas mahirap po sa province kasi merong 2 class in 1 room. Woo! And 1 teacher po. So, ilan yan? Mga 70 na tao, diba, in 1 room. And then, ano pa? Si Anthony talaga. Miss Barbie, what's your advice for torpes na talagang di masabi ang damdamin sa natitipuhan?
Siguro kailangan mo ng wingman. Kailangan mo ng tulong kung ganon. Maghanap ka ng friend mo na makapagtulong, yun nga, to help you manligaw. At saka pwede rin pag-pray mo rin. Actually, yung husband ko kasi torpe din. Yun ang ginawa niya. Nag-pray siya. Nabigyan siya ng opportunity ni God na to do something.
I think that Martin would be torpe. Yung first look at Martin looks like, syempre, di ba, he has it all together. He's tall, he's handsome. You think na pero yeah, it's a funny trivia. Meron nang nag-request ng konti ng mga tabing ilog, madaming tabing ilog, torpe, umagang kay ganda. So, ayan, Jai pa shout out from Batangas. And ayan. Okay, later we'll go back to that. Capture Me by Victory Worship. He Who Loved. Aba, may mga nakikinig sa Victory Worship. Great, good, thanks. Alright, so sige, we'll leave it up to Barbie what she wants, what she feels in her heart.
I'll do the first request, yung Just a Smile. It was requested a while ago. That's the first one you read. So yeah, here we go. Oops. Here we go. Isa pa. My capo.
Okay, paano ba mag-mute dito? Ayun.
Okay lang, siguro yung director will do it.
Wanna tell you everything, vis-a-vis. Won't you come up close? I want to hear you breathe. I'm walking down the street, I'm lost at sea. Out of the crowd you smile and all I see, you someday you just a smile, just a smile. Wanna meet you someday, some things that in my mind. Everything will be different when I have you right beside. We can take the whole wide world with your endless charm. Even as you pull me close, I want to stay in your arms. You feel like I can get lost inside your eyes. I feel closer to the sky. Someday you just a smile. And I for you, and everyone. I thought it was just a young day. You feel like I can get lost inside your eyes. I feel closer to the sky. Someday you just a smile, just a smile. Just a smile.
This one's for you, Apple.
Halika na, pumikit, limutin ang problema. Hihintayin ang baka. Nagpahinga, hanapinit ang ikaligaya. Darating din ang umaga. Basta tayo'y magkasama, laging mayroong iwan. Pagsigaw, walang iwan. Sa ating pangarap, harap natin, harap natin. Magising na, harap ng asa'y narito na. Umatingin, harap natin. Basta tayo'y magkasama, laging mayroong umatang. Kaya na magsigaw, walang iwan. Sa ating pangarap, harap natin, harap natin. Harap natin. Basta tayo'y tonight. Oh, harap natin.
Thank you. Hello, Lei, and please welcome back.
You know what? I'm so bummed that technology right now isn't yet that good where we could actually jam
Yeah,
live.
definitely.
Kasi I was singing along behind
Oh,
and doing second voice, and it's
oh
like,
man.
bummer. This has been so cool if we could just like
Yeah,
jam online.
of course.
So yeah. So I just want to ask, who are your influences? Because you know your
Again,
voice for me, it's still reminiscent of like the night. It is that
of course.
90s. Ano pa
Yeah,
rin?
singer-songwriter. Yeah.
Yeah, like like I don't know, sino bang mga naging influence mo like when you were
Unang
starting?
influence ko talaga, I mean, the first people that really got me excited about music were like glam rock bands and bands like Depeche Mode. Like, sila Axl Rose, sila Guns N' Roses, and si Sebastian Bach of Skid Row. Yun
Yeah.
yung mga favorites ko talaga nung high school. But of course, I don't sound anything like them. But I love their music, and I guess that's where I got the love for guitar. Was from bands like those. But then the singer-songwriter like came after that, like when I, first got to hear music by, people like Jewel, people like Sarah McLachlan.
Yes,
And
Jewel.
then,
Oh,
of course, after nun, hinukay ko na rin yung mga pinanggalingan din ng ganong music. Like, yun nga, sila Joni Mitchell, sila
mm.
Ricky Lee Jones. Parang nagustuhan ko rin yung mga earlier
Mga influences
singer-songwriter,
nila.
influences din nila. And so, yeah, that was really what I listened to a lot.
Yeah, so
Even high
Sarah
school.
also Sarah McLachlan is I still listen to her up to now, and
Mm.
um it's my parang very haunting for me yung
Nakatawa ba
boss.
yung ice cream? Alam mo ba yung ice
Yes.
cream?
Yes. Oh.
I-jam mo nga.
Hindi na
Kahit
kaya.
mabagal, hindi pwede. Your love is better than ice cream. Hindi kaya. Better than anything else. Just sing it advanced. Just sing it like 1 second advance. Malay mo
Mga
baka tumama.
Wala lalabas yan. I tried that na before.
Oo nga, depende sa internet pa. Yeah.
Sayang nga Dapat na lang mag-live recording na lang tayo. Ay, mag-i-tape na lang natin, 'di ba?
Kaya lang iba pa rin pag live no? I mean, it's fun lang din.
That's that's what we're missing is the synergy of
Yeah.
the band scene. You know me, what I miss is yung ugong ng
Ng
bass,
bass, kick drum.
ng drums, oo.
Tama.
Kaya yun nandun yung puso at yung feel talaga
Yeah.
So, let's go back to the people. Guys, meron ba kayong mga tanong kay Barbie that you want to ask her? This is the time to ask her. And what ito. How is ito yung tanong. How is it that you don't age at all?
Yeah. Thank you.
I guess doing what you love, 'di ba, Barbie? Like just keeping happy and refreshed with what you were made to do. You know, this COVID also brought that about, no? It made people well, number one, yun nga, the hurried life is done. As
Yes.
in, it was time to slow down, and it was time to rethink what we want to do also, no? It
Yeah.
put a
Yeah,
pause
definitely. Ano mo nga kaya nga tayo nag-bake at nag-plant para nakita mo ano bang mga bina-value natin talaga sa buhay. Parang makita natin yung mga, yun nga, parang natatanggal din yung excess siguro, yung mga things that were taking our attention but didn't really need to. So, yan. It's a time din to yun nga, to take, ano ba yan? Account.
It
Parang
actually,
gano'n.
it reminds me of of Ecclesiastes 3, right? Yung no, it's so funny because it's a song. It was made into a song by the Birds. I don't know if you know the
Mm.
Birds.
Can you recite it, like that part, or?
1964.
Mm.
So the song, but are you familiar yung there is a time to diba, you know that to everything there is a time and a purpose, a time to be
Oh,
born, a
yes,
time
yes.
to die. So
Everything, yeah, time.
yung
Yes.
song ng the Birds is the to everything turn turn turn. There
Oh,
is
yes.
a
Yeah.
season, turn, 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 a time to every purpose under heaven. So the whole verse of Ecclesiastes 3,
Mm.
ginawa nilang kanta in the
Ganda.
60s.
Nice. Mm.
And yun, it's really appropriate for us now na it's a time, sa akin, for me, parang season siya of, could be kind of like a winter time. Diba? Na
Mm.
it's not the time to go out. It's not the
Mm.
time to act as if it's summer. We have
Mm.
to tighten our
Retreat.
belts. We need to stay at home. We need to reassess what we're gonna do. Rest.
Yes.
Stock up. Stock
Hibernate.
up.
Kung
Oo,
bear ka.
hibernate.
Hibernate.
Stock up on supplies kasi we don't know until when. So, parang ganon, naging Ecclesiastes. Ayan. So, meron na ba tayong mga tanong dyan? Ayun, no, sabi ni DJ, Ecclesiastes 3. Oh, yeah, everyone is quoting. So, great, guys. Thanks for that. How about ano naman? How about, maybe you can play Barbie, a worship song? Your favorite inspirational song?
Right. Well, there's a question, how did I start being part of Victory Worship? Well,
Hmm.
um I was started going to Victory in 2001, and I would from time to time play in the worship team. And yes, and the Victory Worship naman was formed from different um people who played in the worship teams in the different churches, different branches. So yeah, so I got invited to be to sing a song with Victory Worship in the first album. Was that 2014? Is it
Yep,
2016?
I have
Parang
a
ganun,
copy of I have a copy of that.
yeah,
Yes, and I saw nga you had a song there. Yeah.
yeah. Let me see. But yeah, I just can't play them right now because I mostly play guitar on Victory Worship. I have a few
Or
songs
ano, or kahit
and
anong,
any worship song.
yeah,
Ito
like
na.
one of your favorite ones. I'm sure that would
Liam,
encourage our listeners.
Liam, come here. Mayroon akong bisita bago matulog, si Batman. Hindi na siya si Spider-Man, si Batman na siya. Liam, come here.
Ayan, tinahi mo ba yan?
Hindi ko ginawa. Busy pa eh, nagkakaano. Hi. Here you go. Up, don't step on the wires. Here you go. Say hi. Say hi to Tita Lay.
Ayan,
Hi,
hi!
Tita Lay. Yan
Hello!
na siya, si Batman na siya ngayon. Ayan. Are you
Okay.
Batman now? Is Spider-Man number 2 na lang?
Guapito.
I want to hear.
Wanna hear? Here.
With the headphones.
There you go. Just
That we can both hear.
It's alright. It's alright. I can't
Hi,
reconfigure my whole setup. It takes a long time. There you say hi. You say hi to Ate Apple because Ate Apple says is saying hi to you. You know, hi Liam. But that's Tita Lay.
Hi!
Ngayon,
Hi, Liam!
Hi.
so how's your school today?
Good.
Good.
Yeah? Are you
Did you
enjoying
listen to your
online
teacher today?
classes?
Yes.
All right.
Are you
Okay. I
enjoying?
gotta
Are
go.
you enjoying your online class?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Study well, Study hard. So, do you also like singing or playing any instruments like mom?
I like to play the guitar.
Oh, great. How about painting? Do you like painting also, like your dad?
Yeah.
And
But
drawing?
yeah, I like drawing.
Mm. It's good. Keep it
All right.
up.
Oh, excuse me. All right. Good night.
Bye.
Say bye and
Good
thank you.
night. Bye.
Wait.
Cute.
All right. So here's a worship song. Sing along with me, Lay.
Sige. Advanced singing.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Was grace that taught my heart to fear, and grace my fears relieved. How precious did that grace appear the hour I first believed. Many dangers, toils, and snares we have already come. Was grace that brought us safe thus far, and grace will lead us home. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I was lost, but now I'm
Found.
blind, but now I see.
Found. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Oh yeah.
Ayun, pumasok ba? Great. Awesome. Alright. So, ayun, sabi ni JV, we're both in sync naman.
ginagawa ko, ina-advance ko. Wala ka pa dun sa note, nagko-chord na ako. Tingnan natin. Depende
Pwede
na yan sa
pala,
mood
eh.
natin.
Tingnan natin. Ayan. Alright. So DJ says, I'm so blessed to know that you are part of Victory Worship. I'm also a worship minister in our church.
Oh, that's
Soar,
awesome.
Soar Music of Jesus Christ, the Redeemer Church. Ayan.
Thank you,
Thanks for
thank you.
tuning in, DJ, and thank you for your message.
Yeah.
Ayan. So Barbie, is there any um I want to know like what's next for you? What you've been working on? What can we expect from you in the next couple of months? Like,
Um,
because I
yeah,
know you just released something. Of course,
yeah, the
bagong lahat.
Umaga Kay Ganda. Yeah, we just
Guys,
released.
did you know it was Barbie's birthday?
Oh,
So
yeah.
related kay Barbie. And yeah, so did
Thank
you
you,
release
thank you, thank
a
you.
song recently? Like,
Yeah, yung Umaga Kay Ganda, the version that we did. Yeah, that was our
okay.
latest release. And then, yep.
Are you still in a label right now?
We're
Or
distributed by
independent?
Sony. Yeah.
Okay. Pero self-produced na.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, it's I call it self-produced, but it's actually with Tommy Tanchanko, my manager. So
Okay.
it's 12 Stone. So, but it's like parang self-produced na rin kasi parang family na rin yan for for the longest time.
So parang co-produced.
Yeah.
And then yeah, so what's coming
Yeah.
up right now? What are
Well,
you
yeah, we're gonna be releasing some singles in the next few weeks. I mean, next few months, and yeah, we've pretty much done with an album. So we're gonna be releasing the songs from
awesome.
that.
So releasing on Spotify, on
Yeah, like that. Online
YouTube.
mo na lahat. Mm.
Okay. And then how about your presence in social media? If people that are not yet following you, where can they find you?
Yeah, my socials is just Barbie ALMALBIS on there. There you go, like that. On Instagram, here on Facebook, and on
Mm,
Twitter. Actually, I'm
Instagram,
not on Twitter, but
Facebook.
I have an account there in case you wanna tag me. But I'm not on Twitter a lot.
Oo
I
nga,
forget.
ako rin. Hindi na ako nag-Twitter, eh. How about YouTube? Are
Oh
you
yeah,
fine?
I'm on YouTube. Yeah, I'm on YouTube as well.
Kasi yan rin ang platform ngayon, no, that we, yan.
Mm.
Okay, so si Baste says, in what way does music inspire you the most?
Mm. Well, just
Hmm,
being able
lalim,
to
ah.
play music so gives me a lot of joy. There's just being able to express myself through music, being able to listen. I get inspired by listening to different artists as well. Talagang nakakaano siya nakaka-uplift sa akin and yeah, pa rin nga 'pag nakaka-express ka rin, nakakagawa ka ng songs, nakakatugtog ka, it just gives me a lot of joy to
I
do it.
think, for me, I believe that it was originally created to worship kasi, right?
That's true. Yeah.
That's why it's so uplifting and it can really transcend race, 'di ba? Age, and it's really like a universal language, and I
That's
really
true.
believe it's because that it was made really to worship God back,
That's
and
true.
to feed our souls as well, and as a as a co-artist like you, it's such a high calling, and it's such a privilege that we were called to do this, right?
That's
Yung
true. Yeah.
um
To
not
worship God
just
through music. Yeah.
yes, not just sing, also the fact that we compose, we were able to express ourselves through music is even
Mm.
a higher privilege pa. Kasi there are some people that can sing, but then they don't naman compose, right? So it's just really a very ako parang I'm very thankful
Mm.
for that gift of
Mm.
music and
Expressing
song,
yourself.
because
Yeah.
yeah, so it's just really a gift of influence, and being able to touch people's lives through our artistry. So ayan. So sabi ni Harry, iba talaga ang feeling pag nasa music ministry ka. Yes. Kasi ano yun, yung I don't know if you feel this way, Barbie, but ako parang there's this distinction that I can relate to when I'm singing sa secular or singing lang yung sa
In a gig, yeah. Yeah.
gig, rather than like singing in.
Yeah, it's definitely different. It's different because you're not there to entertain. When you're worshiping, it's really, and it's not just about music worship, right? It's about your whole life. It's like saying I love you to God and praising Him. So it's different. It's not just about singing the notes. And yeah, so for me, even if I was performing, I had been performing for a while, like learning to to be a worship leader or to worship in church is parang sobrang bago pa rin siya sa akin, when I started. Hanggang ngayon, it's a different discipline, I guess, like altogether.
Yeah, and I don't know if you remember Darlene Jack, no, yung
Yeah, of
from
course, yeah, from
the
Hillsong.
song, di ba? Ako,
Mhm.
ano ko siya yung peg ko when it comes to like worship leading, no. But
Yes.
I remember si Darlene Jack said that you have to take out the performer
Mm,
when you worship. You
mm.
have to take the performance out of the worship. And
Yeah.
that really hit me because getting to know God then for the first
For
time.
for real talaga, it has to be the real thing.
Yeah, and ano there's a tendency for you to bring the performance because I was a musician and a
Mm,
singer first
mm,
before
You
meeting
started
and
worshiping church,
encountering
yeah.
God. So there
Mm,
had to be that stripping away of the
mm.
performer. So when you sing for people, talagang all out, 'di ba? You have all these things and that you do on stage and things like that, and you had to strip all of that out when singing for God kasi you don't want to distract people from worshiping
Puwede naman
God
sumayaw.
at
Worship
tumalon.
din naman 'yan, tumalon, puwede rin naman 'yun.
At
I
tumalon,
think it's still
ganyan,
the
ganyan.
heart. Yeah, I think it's in the heart pa rin naman, like, 'yun nga, like, yung difference ng being a performer or being a worshiper, I think it's parang kumbaga form na lang 'yun, eh, yung kung sasayaw ka ba o ano bang tools ang gagamitin mo, but yeah.
Yeah, so that's good. All right. So guys, thank you Barbie. Do you know that we've been on for like almost an hour and a half na. It went by so quickly. And baka you have some, and maybe we can end then with a song or like
Oh, sure, sure.
yeah, and before we do that though, we might have some lasting words that
Yeah.
you want to leave the people with, like
Well, thank
especially
you everyone, yeah. Oh, go
those
ahead,
that are
sorry.
going through, yeah, those are also
Mm.
going through stuff pa rin now. Yeah, any message
Yeah.
that you have.
Yeah, thank you all for joining us tonight. And let's just keep holding on, keep on encouraging one another, and we hope to see you all very soon. Let's keep praying that this will be over soon. Don't lose hope. Keep strong and be in faith. And like we were saying earlier, this could be a time to draw closer to God and find strength and hope in Him because He is still in control and He still loves us and He has a good plan for each one of us. So yeah, I'm gonna just
Amen.
check. I'm just gonna check here. I check the. Okay, maybe I'm gonna do. Let me see. Yeah, if I can just get the cable from my box here.
I
I'm gonna.
love your setup. So funny. I need to, yeah, get those things going. Natawa nga ako kay I don't know if you have that yung si Cookie Chua right now. Yung,
What did
oh,
I do?
also Yeng also has that common mic with sound effects. Yung,
Oh, I don't know. I don't have that. What's that?
yung may palakpak at may mga
Oh,
it's
microphone.
so
Microphone
fun.
yan. Microphone.
Microphone siya na may yeah, may kasamang effect. So, pag live stream si Cookie Chua,
May
after
papalakpak.
may pumapalakpak, saka may gumaganon, yung gano'n. Sabi ko, okay yung setup mo, So, yeah.
Let's see if I can get this to work. But let me see.
Okay, sige. Well,
Trial muna.
guys, while, yeah, Barbie is also, just setting up her stuff. Don't forget that I still have some copies of my inspired journal.
Thank you,
Um,
Lei. Yeah.
and Barbie, I'm going to send you also a copy for
Oh,
you.
yay! Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. So it's just a very very simple lang and easy way to start a relationship with God or start to get to know him through his word. So there's 21 Bible verses and then yeah. So guys, just let us know if you want a copy. We'll tell you how we can get it to you. Ayan, oh ah. Diba? Meron tayo.
Yan.
Yeah, so I worked with a friend that also goes to Victory. Siya yung nag-draw at nag-design ng pages and then yeah, yun. So there's like 21 Bible verses here. And blank blank yung space niya for devotional so that you can scribble, you can draw, yan. Yung mga katulad ko na I don't know if you're like that, Barbie, but in a notebook with lines, I don't
Mm.
write within the lines. Parang, yeah, like it's,
Ka talaga eh, no? Sa
ah,
lahat. Out of the box ka talaga, literally and
yeah.
figuratively.
I can't talaga, I can't write inside talaga straight. It's just a piece of paper and I'm outside of the lines. I can't see the lines. So weird. But yeah. Ayun. Okay.
Well, thanks so
So
much, Lei, for having me. It was such a fun
yes, thank
night.
you
Thank you all for
also
joining us. I'm
for
gonna
sharing
leave
your
you with the song. Yeah, that you requested for a while ago. That's it. All right, here we go.
game na. After the song, come back and then
Okay,
we'll end the show.
here we go.
Toodee-doo, 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 da-da. Someone not that far, that was crazy far of a political conversation. What now? He said that I can't hear. But all the masses here and there let's sing on the night, sing on the night, sing of this people still fall through. Toodee-doo, 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 toodee-doo. Maybe I should stay in school and not take a living selling some things that I don't love. Maybe seeing is a luxury, and when you can't afford it, something is possible inside. If you sing on the night, sing on the night, sing of this people still if you happen to see me on the street, please give me time and I'll dream. Sing all you love, sing all you love, sing all you love, sing all you love, sing all you love. These people still keep on moving out, wanting to get money. Toodee-doo, 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 toodee-doo.
Yay! Thank you
Yay!
so much, Barbie, for being with me today. In behalf of the Bounce Back Network and the people behind the Inspired Show, maraming salamat for
Thank you so
being with
much, Kay.
us.
Thank you.
I just want to just shout out a short prayer for you.
Oh, thank you.
So, for
Appreciate it.
Barbie, I just want to speak and ask the Lord to bless you even more and just keep on using you and your platform to just keep on encouraging and inspiring people. And I also pray for the health of your family and your
Thank
children.
you. Thank you.
I pray for strength for you as you go through the online schooling.
Amen.
Strength,
I receive that.
wisdom, strength, wisdom, and patience for that. And to everyone also that listened in and got encouraged, thank you so much. I speak blessing to all of you. Please don't give up hope and always find people to talk to. Don't wag niyong isarili yung pinagdadaanan nyo. That's the reason
Mm-mm.
why we have this stream, is just to encourage everyone and inspire everyone. And I just like to thank Barbie and her heart as well, especially to reach the unreached also and to spread the love of God and this love of Jesus. So thank you so much. And
Thank
all of
you.
this we ask through the mighty name of Jesus. Amen. And
Amen. Amen.
thanks,
Thank you,
Barbie.
Lay. Thank you, Lay. Great to see you. Love you
Yes.
again soon.
Love you too. All right.
Love you.
Okay.
2020 was such an eventful year. It started with the eruption of Taal volcano in January, followed by a series of events all around the world, and finally, the COVID-19 pandemic that has left the world shaken and at a loss. This year has placed us in a very peculiar and uncertain time. Whether this is temporary or not, we have to cope and survive. We can't give up because there is always hope. Even a small glimmer of light will shine in the darkest dark. Join me as we talk about how we can fight this and bounce back. Hi, I'm Lei Bautista, your host, and this is Inspired.